And I'm going to wedge it on my wedging board. Some people like to use plaster, but I don't like plaster that much because it can, it's not that portable, it's so heavy. And the other thing is if you get a little chunk of plaster in your clay, it will blow up. So I'm using wood here, and this is just some trash pick plywood I found in my neighborhood. And I'm trying to get my clay to the totally even consistency throughout. So I'll wedge it a couple times on this side, and then turn it over. And the whole point of doing this is to try to get all the air bubbles out, and also to make sure that the consistency is even.
We're watching Justin Weaver. He's a potter in residence here at the Hermitage. This is Justin's second year. And he's also been helping out in the garden and in the kitchen. He's picked berries for us. He's made cobblers. He's been a great help.
Okay, just a couple more and this should be all right. Okay, good. So some people call this the ram's head, because it, you know, the clay kind of curls around like that. Some people wedge in a spiral, but I always found that to be kind of difficult. So now my next step is I'm going to beat this up so you can't see where all those little creases are. This is really good for taking your aggression out. Okay, now this looks pretty decent. I think I'm going to divide this up into threes. Do 3 smaller pots. So try to get this a little bit more as a cylinder. Pinch that off. Okay. These two will go in my bag so they don't dry out. And I'll begin pinching with this ball. So again, beat it up. And the way I work, I don't really need this to be a perfect circle because the shape will kind of work its way out as I pinch. So choose a spot. I think I'll go right here. The great thing about pinching, I think, is that, you know, a kid can do it. It doesn't require much in the way of tools. You can see, you know, my main tools I have here are, well, my wedging board, my high-tech cardboard, paddle, burnishing stone, which will come out later, a couple ribs, and my Sureform tool for evening out rims. I won't use most of these until later. My knife. And so I just am pinching, and the whole point to this stage and the whole forming part really is I want to get the clay to be an even thickness all throughout the pot, regardless of the shape. I don't really spend a lot of time trying to coax a shape out of this. I'm really just looking with my fingers to press down high spots and to not press deeply on spots where the clay is thinner. So I'm going to go little by little. And I like to keep the rim kind of fat so that I can stretch it out later. If I have the rim as thin as I want the rest of the pot, then when I go to stretch the clay, there wouldn't be enough clay to go around, and I'd have lots of cracking that way.